So I hope you all enjoyed that time lapse. I haven't actually put together the time lapse yet, but I think it'll turn out pretty good. We'll have to see because I did have to do it in like multiple different parts. Because obviously I couldn't drain this all in just like one sitting. It's a little bit too much, but it looks really cool now. And if you hadn't guessed, we're going to be making a farm here. And I do know that there's farms that don't involve draining the whole monument, but I think it looks really cool. Just a big hole out in the middle of the ocean, and it was kind of fun and relaxing to do it all, though I am also glad that I'm not doing it anymore because I have not been like doing stuff on the server that much with everyone else. I was also on vacation for a bit. So there's things like this Christmas Island that I think Jaden put together. And we're going to go head over there. We're doing a Secret Santa, and I've got to draw my name for who I'm going to get. Also, by the looks of it, there's some cool hats here to buy. We've got reindeer horns and some Santa hats, which I'm thinking I kind of want to get a Santa hat. I don't know. Just I feel like it's more festive, more appropriate. Yeah, I like that. It feels a little bit big, but I kind of love it. Now let's actually go find where we're gonna draw the names. Okay, so I had to go look in Discord, but it's up here where we're gonna draw. So naughty or nice names. I think we push this one. There we go. Oh, ooh. I got Jade himself, the one that's running this. Okay. I feel like I gotta do something special now. And then I think the naughty or nice part is just what type of gift you're gonna get. Which we're gonna get him a nice gift. That's awesome. That's very nice. It's very wholesome. Now, well, I'll have to think about what exactly I'm gonna get Jaden. Let's go check out our shop profits because I'm running a bit low on diamonds and I might have to start eating into the shop profits. I was gonna try to keep them separate from my like spending diamonds, but I don't know, we'll have to see. So at the new horse shop, let's see. We got some saddle sales, which is awesome. We are sold out of name tags, which is insane. That's more than the horses that are gone, right? There's not 27 horses that are gone or however many that is. Yeah, there's just two that are missing, yeah. Here's the payment for those horses. Someone bought the gold horse armor. Someone didn't buy the leather. No one's bought the leather yet. I thought that was going to be the more fun one. And I'm surprised someone didn't buy the diamond. They wanted the gold instead. And whoever the second person was didn't buy any horse armor. I can't believe it. Nobody wanted leads, though. That's fair. But that's quite a lot of diamonds. Look at that. Just from these horses, which is kind of what I expected. They're pretty expensive, but it's kind of worth it to have an awesome horse. Let's go check the back of the truck as well, because I have some books in here. Ooh, Silk Touch is doing good. And, ooh, people are also buying the protection. Look at that. So, quite a few diamonds. Let's also go check on the pie shop and the frog lights. I can't believe it. People have too many of these heads because of the XP farm Renee made. They're plaguing my shop. I can't even get in. Oh my gosh, there's even ones outside at the tables. Oh my gosh, and they're so annoying to break because they take so long. Just like, come on. Also, someone dropped a pie on the ground? I feel like I already saw that before, but it's just been a bit since I've seen it. Okay, I think that should be the last of them unless people put them up there again. No, they did not. Okay. They weren't too annoying, just a bit annoying. Let's go actually check the profits though. We got 7 sales from over there, and also I gotta go check the bulk profits. Let's see, nothing there, 1 there, okay. Doing pretty good. Now, I think Renee has been checking the profits for my frog light, and he normally puts it up here, so let's see. Okay, we got 5 diamonds. That's awesome. We've almost gotten 3 stacks of diamonds from how long I've been gone. Well, to be fair, most of it was just from people buying horses, but like, That's a lot of diamonds. And I will make sure to put it in with the other diamonds that were the profits so we can keep track of them. Might have to put that in a block soon. Wait a second, I just noticed that they're named because they didn't stack with my other silverfish heads. The silverfish king will return? What in the lore is happening out there? There's other people's shops are getting hit with them too? What's going on? Yeah, Renee's shop has also got silverfish on it. Maybe it's everyone that got hit. I mean, I feel like we could figure out who it was to figure out who doesn't have silverfish. I don't think Shazane's been on, though, to do it. Though I don't see any silverfish over here. Very suspicious. Well, anyways, I guess we can figure out the Silverfish King thing later. I've got to think about what I'm gonna get Jaden, and I've also got to go get some Wither skeleton skulls so I can get a beacon, so that I can then tear down the ocean monument to then build the farm. I gotta do a lot of things, but we're gonna start with that first part, and I'll bring you guys back then after all of that is done. So I finally got it all finished. I mean, almost all finished, but I actually bought the beacon from Renee. I had to spend 64 diamonds on it. I feel like I might have overpaid, but I don't know. And then I also had to pay for the iron blocks, which was also one of Renee's shops. Technically, Renee counts. So I gave a lot of diamonds to Renee for this. Hopefully, he's gonna buy lots of prismarine to make up for it. But the actual template itself is mostly cleared. I left the bottom layer because it's kind of nice to be able to see exactly where the footprint of the monument was if you're ever needing to like figure out where the bounding box is. But then I remembered we've got a mod here and it's not showing up right now. Okay, so I don't actually know why Mini HUD isn't working here. It was the mod I was going to show you how to use. But this is a good example of why you keep the footprint so you can know that this is where the bounding box is. And it goes up to, I think it's a very specific Y level. It's always the same for every ocean monument. Always the same like up and down value, but this gives you a good idea of like where the edges are. But the actual bounding box includes this bottom layer. I was going to show you with the mod, but I can't. So I'm actually going to mine away this bottom layer and use that extra like layer as more spawning because things can still spawn there. And I'll probably have to mine away 2 layers actually because I also want to replace the floor with something less like stone and whatever. Make it a bit prettier. So I'm going to have to use that beacon a bit more before we actually get to building the farm. But I started laying out the farm design over here. I think the farm design originally comes from Iskel. I think that's who originally started doing it, but I've seen a lot of people do it before. And I expanded on it a bit because I think the normal one is just like 4 tanks that kind of like funnel into the middle drop chamber, but I'm adding an extra 4 because I can, and I probably don't need it because it's already really quick with the 4 if I remember correctly, but with 8 total, it should be even faster. And I positioned it this way because over there is the actual spawn island. And so if you're flying in from the spawn island, I kind of wanted it to be like long ways from you instead of like coming at you like this. So, I mean, I could add some more tanks if I wanted to. I could add like one there, one there, one there, one there, and have like a little plus symbol, I guess, of tanks. I could do that as well. But I figure this will be good enough. But enough talking for me. I need to get to mining those couple layers before I can actually build the farm here and actually get producing some of this prismarine so people can start buying it. I don't think I'm going to get the actual shop in this video. It's already a lot of work with just this, but I'm expecting next video, that's going to be exactly what I work on. Now, before I show you the finished farm, there's some Secret Santa stuff I've got to get done. So, I had mentioned earlier that I got Jaden as the person that I'm supposed to be doing my Secret Santa for. And I don't have the piece of paper and stuff, but it was that he was a very good boy and he deserves something great. And so, I have made him this. It's a little Christmas train, which is honestly so awesome looking. It looks so much better than I originally thought. But it's also got 30 shulkers for him to enjoy. I was thinking about putting stuff into the shulkers originally, but then I started placing down a bunch of them to like make it look like a big pile, and I was like, I cannot fill all of those with like stuff. So the present itself is the shulkers. And then also the train's a bit of a present because, I don't know, it's awesome. He can move it if he wants to somewhere else. He doesn't have to keep it there, but I really like how it turned out. And how I was kind of inspired to do this as the Secret Santa was, recently I got some Legos because I'm a big Lego-aholic. And whenever you buy Legos from the like official Lego website, you sometimes get these gifts with purchases. And so for like the Christmas one that they had recently, I don't know when it was, they gave you a little Christmas train with your Lego purchase. And so I have that just on my desk while I was thinking about what to give Jaden, and I was like, I should just recreate that here on the server. So that's essentially what I did. And I think it turned out pretty good. Looks pretty much the same from this side as well. The smoke looks so much better than I thought it was going to look. I was really worried. But I guess I've kind of learned from like some of the waterfalls that I've done, like how to use glass and stuff properly. So happy with that. And the little buttons on the wheels like really made it good. Before I did that, it was like okay, and then I put the buttons on the wheels and it was perfect. But I guess we'll see if we can get Jaden's reaction later today because I think he's supposed to be on, and we'll see how he likes it. Oh, so I heard Count might have been my Secret Santa. It got a little bit spoiled there, but there seems to be something at my door. Yeah, that is me, and I'm assuming that was the nice. Yes, okay.
Hello.
Hello, I see that you've made a little thing, but I keep on like tearing it apart.
Oh, this is nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what is
Oh, that
this?
one's not mine. That's from Jaden. Oh yeah, that's we all got Christmas hats. See, this is mine. Put it on.
Oh, Jane's so
Yeah,
nice.
I know.
This is, this is, this is.
It is. In his words, it is cursed.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But it's a tree of horse heads, which is like kind of grim.
Yeah.
And it's a bit
I love
creepy, and it kind of reminds me of a creeper because the coloring. I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, thank you, Jaden, but like.
Well, you can see my gift from there.
Was it outside?
Yeah.
Let me go see. Oh my gosh. What the heck is this thing? Can you... What? What is it? What?
It's a horse.
I don't understand what's happening here.
Oh, it's nighttime, so he's gonna just stay in the stable until we sleep.
What do you mean he's gonna stay in the stable until we sleep?
Well, do you have your bed on you?
Yeah. What kind of
Yeah.
magic are you pulling over here?
I trust you. It's far simpler than you're thinking.
You've made him have a little AI that tells him to go to bed when it's nighttime?
Now he comes out. If you wanna come down here.
Okay, what's going on down here? Is it just a villager?
It's just a villager.
Oh. I was so confused. I was like, how are you making this horse move around? But then I can't click on it. And you like custom textured it. And you're saying it's gonna go to bed when it's nighttime. Like, what the heck? So, I hope you all enjoyed all that Secret Santa stuff. While that was going on, I've also finished the farm. And I'm trying to get a good vantage point over here to actually show you guys, because you gotta go quite up in the air to really see it. But it kinda looks familiar if you can see how it looks there while I was coming on down. It's meant to look like a guardian. There's a better view of it using free cam. So if we don't get the actual like AFK platform in view. You can see that they've got like the big red eye that I added onto it to make it like really Guardian-like. It's got the spikes coming out, and then the actual like tanks themselves are what the eye is, like the white part of the eye. And it sort of came together like accidentally because when I was originally trying to like figure out what I was gonna do to design this place, because I didn't want to just like totally empty, right? I made these waterfalls at the low points around it because I was like, that looks really cool, having water come down and it's far enough away from the spawning where like guardians aren't going to spawn in here. So that wasn't a problem. And then I thought, oh, we could have the water then like coming in these little channels to the center. And then I made a little ring around it. And so all the water came in first. And then I was starting to like look at it up from above as I was trying to like decide the other colors and stuff. And I was like, oh, this sort of looks like a guardian. So I changed out this part that used to be just like the normal prismarine to use the copper that's like waxed and just fresh to make it like the guardian spikes. And then I kind of kept everything else the same, but then I also changed this. This used to, initially I was going to make it, I should say, out of tough blocks. But then I switched it over to using the new wood because it needed to be white for the eyes, and I added that little red dot at the top. It's not really a dot, it's like a big platform actually, but it's just like slabbed on the top just to make it look like the eye of the guardian. But the actual kind of exciting stuff, besides it looking really cool here, is what's going on underneath here, because there's so much that I added, and this was so much more work than I initially thought. So I've got so many autocrafters in here. We've got 4 autocrafters for every type of item, because it had to be like filtered out into 4 different like streams of hoppers, which I can actually show you over here. This is where all the guardians fall down, and then we've got different streams of hoppers coming out in 4 different directions. And then we've got all the autocrafter stuff going on underneath and some like item sorting and stuff, so it can sort all the items it needs for the item crafting, and it's just making it all automatically. So we've got the bulb things, the sea lanterns being made. We've got the normal prismarine blocks being made. We've got the normal prismarine being made. And we've got the dark prismarine. Now, obviously, this one needs dark dye as well. So I've made little chests at every corner that you're gonna have to fill it with, which as it turns out, I do not have enough, because I need to like make a proper farm to actually get a bunch of black dye to be able to automate this properly. But yeah, it's got it all set up so I don't even have to craft anything. It just, I come on down here and grab some blocks and I can use it or sell it in a shop or whatever I want to do. And I think it actually turned out pretty cool down here as well. I wanted to keep some like of the copper that was upstairs down here as well. So I made in like little rings around where each of the auto crafters were, because I thought that kind of looked cool. And then originally I had copper even like into these hallways around here, and it just looked too chaotic. So I had to take out the extra copper. I had to like make it a little less chaotic. This part's still pretty chaotic, but that's kind of expected for, I don't know, the area that has the interesting stuff. This part didn't need to be grabbing anyone's attentions. And then this is just unfortunate. It's a bit of the redstone sticking out, but you know, it's fine. And of course, the other fun part of this, besides just seeing all the fun redstone that's going on, is to actually see how it performs, if I can get into the platform, that is. So if I go down here in free cam while my character is all the way up there, standing on a little AFK platform, we can see its true power. We've got all 8 tanks spawning a bunch of guys and them all getting funneled down here into the center through these extra streams in the side. And it is so many things spawning all at once that it's literally like clogging it. Like you can see that they're like struggling to all get down at the same time. And you could probably fix that by making like an extra drop or somehow making the drop better positioned so that they don't like bounce into each other. I don't know. It doesn't really matter though, because I get so much prismarine anyways. It's like, I don't know, the extra little bit of efficiency I don't really care about. I'm not being like super picky about the efficiency or anything. And then down here, there is a bit of a problem. Some of these guys, for some reason, don't die. I, like, waited until, like, I was digging, like, the little, like, death chamber a little bit lower and lower until finally, like, they died from falling. And then I mined it even 1 block lower than that, thinking, oh, and then I'll give this extra block just to ensure that, like, nobody survives. Because, like, I don't know, they could jump up before they fall down, and that could be like an extra block they need to. But like, I don't know why these guys are still like living. Like, I don't know what they did that didn't just like, how did they survive? I don't know. I don't understand it, but they seem to be a pretty small minority of them that actually survive down there, and they'll eventually like despawn. And I've been AFKing here for a while to like test it, and it did not stop this from happening. So like, it is not affecting the rates of the farm at all, the little bit of guys that like don't quite die. So I think it's fine. But I think that's it for this video. I don't think there's much else to show here. That was kind of it. It took a while on my end, probably seemed really easy from your guys' perspective, but I'm so happy with how this turned out. It's not just like an ugly little farm, it's actually like a nice place to go and like use it and stuff, which is like exactly what I wanted. But before I let you guys go, I have got one last little clip. It happened like months ago, even before I think I started this farm. But I kind of forgot to include it in my last video, or it happened after my last video, but before this one. And so I'm going to include it here at the end. It's just a strange occurrence. Hey, Nemo.
Hey,
I am selling books, and I just want to make sure that's good with you. They're different books, I think, than what you're selling, but I don't want to like trample on your stuff.
no, that should be fine. We can go over and check out
Yeah,
what
because I
I've
was
got.
wondering how much you were selling yours for, because I didn't want to be like underselling you. Mine aren't that expensive. It's like 1 or 2
Yeah, yeah,
diamonds.
yeah. The heck?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's weird.
Good lord.
Like,
They are all over the place. Hopefully you didn't lose anything. There doesn't seem to be many books left. Hopefully you didn't lose too much. Well, good to know that you don't care about me selling books, and I guess you're gonna have trouble selling your own now.
yeah, I don't know who would destroy a shop like this.
I don't know. Well,
What
there
a
is some
shame.
redstone over here. But there, it's nothing to see according to the sign. Absolutely nothing going on here.
Huh.
So I guess there's no trail to figure out who did it.